groups and development partners are expected to take part in discussions on crime prevention, early intervention, and public health approaches to violence. Discussions will also focus on regional partnerships, prevention strategies, and long-term coordination to help shape action across the Caribbean through 2030. The Joy Project, a charitable initiative led by Diane Prince Drew, the wife of Dr. Terence Drew, has provided support to 22 mothers through its Her Wish Granted initiative. The initiative, held on Tuesday, recognized women nominated by relatives, friends, and members of their communities for their efforts to support their families, pursue their education, and care for their children. The Joy Project said more than 20,000 Eastern Caribbean dollars in support was provided to help women managing significant family and personal responsibilities. Organizers said the initiative was created to offer practical support to mothers who often carry their responsibilities quietly and without recognition. The lineup for the 2026 St. Kitts Music Festival has grown with the addition of 2 new acts to this year's cast. 4-time Grammy Award-winning R&B group Boyz II Men has been added to the festival and will perform on closing night, Saturday, 27th June. Known for a string of hit songs, the group joins a lineup of international, regional, and local acts set to take the stage over the 3-day event. Dancehall artist Skipper has also been added to the festival and will now join the Friday night lineup. The 2026 Music Festival runs from Thursday, June 25 to Saturday, June 27. We take a break. When we come back, we bring you the regional segment of the news.
This week on In Focus, we turn our attention to the foundations of every nation, the family. While families may begin from different circumstances, every child deserves an equal chance to thrive. Tanika Williams, Glentine Watley Sutton, and Leon Brown join us for an important conversation on the policies, programs, and initiatives aimed at reducing inequalities and improving the well-being of children and families across our communities. Join us for In Focus on this station.
We now take a look at news on the regional scene. Health officials in Belize are urging the public to remain alert following a rise in measles cases linked to international travel and community exposure. The Ministry of Health and Wellness said 8 confirmed cases have been identified since the start of the year, with additional suspected cases under review. Officials warned that unvaccinated people, particularly those living in or recently traveling through border communities, may face a higher risk of infection. Measles is a highly contagious viral illness that spreads through the air or direct contact and can be especially serious for young children. Health authorities say symptoms include fever, cough, runny nose, red or watery eyes, and a rash that usually starts on the face before spreading to other parts of the body. The ministry said it has increased surveillance and response measures and is working with regional partners to limit further spread. And a High Court judge in St. Vincent and the Grenadines has sentenced a 56-year-old fisherman to 10 years in prison for causing the death of a friend during an altercation in 2023. Joel Ashton, also known as Goat, was found guilty of causing the death of 42-year-old security guard Cameron Alexander after striking him in the head with a glass rum bottle. The court heard that the incident took place in August 2023 at Lomans Bar after an altercation between the two men, who were reportedly socializing with friends. Authorities said the dispute began after Alexander removed a small bottle of rum from Ashton's pocket. Ashton was said to have struck Alexander in the head, shattering the bottle and leaving him injured. Alexander's condition later worsened and he died in hospital on August 30, 2023. A pathologist determined that he died from blunt force trauma to the head. The judge deducted just over 2 months from Ashton's sentence to account for time spent on remand. We now take a look at the international news. Heavy rain and flooding across parts of China have killed at least 12 people and forced tens of thousands to leave their homes. Authorities say 5 people died and 11 others remain missing in Yunnan province after torrential rain triggered severe flooding in Ximen County. More than 19,000 people were evacuated as some areas recorded record levels of rainfall. In neighboring Hubei province, flooded streets were turned into rivers, with rescue teams using inflatable boats to reach stranded residents. 3 people were killed and 4 others reported missing. Officials also reported 4 deaths and 5 people missing in Gansu province, where flood waters damaged homes, roads, and communication networks. Thousands more people were moved to safety as emergency response efforts continued across the affected areas. Separately, 10 people were killed in southern China after a pickup truck fell from a bridge in Guangxi over the weekend. And at least 21 people have been killed in Israeli airstrikes in southern Lebanon, according to the country's health ministry and local media reports. Authorities say one of the deadliest incidents occurred in the town of Deir Nar, where a strike on a house left 12 people dead, including children and women. Official reports indicate that additional strikes in the Nabathi and Tyre districts resulted in further casualties, with several others injured. The Israeli military has not commented on the latest reports, but has previously said it is targeting Hezbollah infrastructure across southern Lebanon. The escalation comes amid ongoing cross-border exchanges of fire between Israel and Hezbollah, despite recent diplomatic efforts to extend a ceasefire agreement. Lebanese authorities say civilians, including women and children, continue to be among those killed in the conflict. We now turn our attention to the weather. A moderate chance of brief showers remains in the forecast for St. Kitts and Nevis as patches of low-level moisture continue to move across the area. Weather conditions today will generally be partly sunny, with a 20% or slight chance of a brief shower. Tonight, conditions are expected to be fair to partly cloudy, with occasional cloudy spells and a 60% or moderate chance of brief passing overnight showers. Temperatures will reach a high of 32 degrees Celsius or 90 degrees Fahrenheit, with an overnight low of 22 degrees Celsius or 72 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will blow from the east at between 11 and 30 kilometers per hour or 7 to 18 miles per hour. Seas are expected to range between 1.5 and 2.1 meters or 5 to 7 feet. Small craft operators are advised to exercise caution. Sunset today is expected to be at approximately 6:35 and sunrise tomorrow will be at around 6:35. That brings us to the end of the Midday Major Newscast. Join us this evening for these stories and more. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jasmine Thomas. God bless you.